Okay. Hopefully this works tonight. When you hop on, say hi. I'm not usually on Tuesdays unless I don't make it on Monday. I was having problems yesterday, so I said I'd be on tonight. But I'll wait. 8 o'clock I'm gonna start, and hopefully everybody will be on when they see I'm on. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna flip the camera down. I'm gonna start making them. When you hop on, just say hi and let me know. Okay. Hi Linda. Like I started to say yesterday when I first got on, I am using the Painted Stripes stamp set along with the Lifetime of Love, With You in Mind, and the Terrific Toadstools. This is the first card I am making. And I changed up the color to Petunia Pop. It's one of the new in colors this year. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25, and I'm using basic white. I have a piece of old olive, which is 5.5 by 2. That's going to go on the top there. Then I went ahead and I already stamped this, and on my next card I'm going to show you how I did it. And I just cut this at 1 7/8 by 5.5. Well, a little less than 5.5. That will go there with a real little tiny border on the end. So we're going to put this down. Hi, Gina Marie. Okay. I didn't do any stamping today. Let's try this one. And you're going to just lay that on top of your old olive. In the center. And before we put it on here, I'm going to do some stamping. I'm using this Flower Foam Lifetime of Love. Memento Black. And I'm going to open this up so I don't get any ink on anywhere else. But we're going to stamp one there. And one down a little bit further, like so. And get the Petunia Pop and Old Olive Stamp-A-Rite markers. And I am going to do the leaves in Old Olive. Now they will dry lighter than what you see here. Okay. And then I'm going to take the pointy end and I'm just going to do the stems. Okay. Petunia Pop, going to be the flowers. I'm going to do the other end. I was going to stamp it and have it all colored for you, but I thought, nah, I think I'm going to put that green. It was really pretty out today. I weed-whacked my weeds and mowed my lawn tonight, or today. Cleaned up the backyard a little bit. My granddaughter started plants. She started watermelon, cantaloupe, tomatoes, broccoli, and corn. So she just started them. She didn't plant them in the ground yet. She just started them. So, and then when she was done that, her and her next to the youngest daughter, Ella, helped her. Ella planted corn. We don't know how many seeds she put in the tiny little pots. It'll be interesting. We had oodles of tomatoes last year, but this year she only planted 3 plants. Last year she had 7. And let me tell you, we had tomatoes galore. And I think I'm gonna do this here green. And this one's not open, so I'm gonna do that green. On my other one, I just did it all one color, and I don't think that's what it's supposed to be, so. I'm not a flower person, so. Then I'm gonna take peach pie for the centers. Okay. And I need my Petunia Pop ink pad. This is going to go on here. Yeah, see, I have it up to this cut too big, so it covers up some of that flower. I need Thinking of You, and that is from With You in Mind. I think I'm going to do Happy Birthday on this one. I'm going to line it up here, catty cornered. Petunia Pop. Whoops. And we're going to stamp that down here, like so. Okay. It's a little spotty, so let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and I'm just going to lightly go over some of these lines because it's really spotted. There we go. Okay, now we're going to put this on. Up to the top and the sides. Okay, there's card number 1. Okay. Card number 2 is this one here. Oh, I'm sorry, Deb. Okay, we'll see you on the replay. Welcome, though. Okay. I'm doing Pretty in Pink on this one. And it's 8.5 by 5.5. And it's scored at 4 1/4. Pretty in Pink. This is 3 3/4 by 5. That's going to go right there. And then this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And we're going to stamp this one. This is a 2 3/8 inch circle. I went ahead and used this from Lifetime of Love, stamped it in Granny Apple Green and Pretty in Pink. That will go here. And I went ahead and stamped Thank You from With You in Mind, and I fussy cut around it. That's going to go right there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get my stamp here. I leave my background stamps in the folder. Okay, you don't have to. You can, if you have a piece of grid paper, you can lay that on there, stamp it, put your paper on top, and fold the paper over and do it that way. So I'm going to just ink this up with Pretty in Pink. Okay, we that there for a minute and take my paper and I'm just going to lay it in the middle. And then I'm going to just get a block and I'm just going to rub it over the cardstock. You can put a piece of paper on top, and then you're going to take it off and you have this. And I thought, oh no, I didn't have enough ink on there. No, that's the way it's supposed to be. And then we're going to clean that off for the next card. Okay. So we're going to glue this on. When that dries, that'll look like the cardstock. Okay. And then we're going to glue this down on the card front. And I see I don't have it folded quite right, so I'm just going to fix it there. All right. Then this here, we're going to put the flower on at the side here. Okay. And our thank you will go here. Like so. And then that will go on there, but we're going to pop that up. And put that right about there. There we go. Card number 2. Simple. I like doing them in different colors so you guys can see the difference between the colors that I chose. All right, this is the next one. Now this one last night when I started my video, I did not have a card made. So I sat down and made one up so you could see what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I'm going to show you how I did the background. I already have my pieces cut and stamped. And we're going 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, basic white. Okay. And bring in my background stamp, and I need to clean it. I'm just using a wipe. Usually I have my chamois over here, and it needs cleaned. It was locked shut tight in my container, and if you do that, then it starts to smell. So I need to clean it tonight. Okay, just gonna make sure this is dry. Then I'm using Cajun Craze, crushed curry, garden green, and pecan pie. And I'm going to do the stripes. And I actually started with Cajun Craze. And I'm just going to go over each line like so.